Hello guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm Heather and I love lots of colourful indie makeup. As you will see in this video, this is the last of my declutters. It is the eyeshadow palette declutter, and as I said in my last video, I am moving, so I was probably a little harsher than I normally would have been. You will have to let me know as we go if there's any that you are shocked if I'm decluttering, if you think I'm being too harsh, if there's any that were your favourite. Again, if I declutter something that you love, it's nothing personal. Yeah, please, if you like these kinds of videos, if you like colourful makeup like this, please consider subscribing and let's get into it. And you're going to want a drink and a snack for this one. Okay, when I tell you guys I don't want to film this, I mean I don't want to film this. I mean, I know Kerry's just finished filming hers and her video was 3 hours long. I mean, I'm not expecting mine to be anywhere near that because I don't think I have anywhere near the collection as Kerry. Because she's been collecting longer than I have, so let's just make some room somewhere. I don't even know where to begin. That's maybe enough room, I hope, here. I don't know. I don't know where to start. Some of these, I will say, I haven't tried yet. I've been at my parents' for 2.5 weeks while they were away and didn't want to cart everything over. Let's start with this pile. First up we have Galactic Gourmand by Gourmand Girls, which is a all shimmer palette. Excuse me. Thank you. Very pretty. Gets to stay. Have yet to use it though. Scooby-Doo in the Ruh-Roh Raggy from Glamlight. This is the first Glamlight order that I ever did. Stunning. Keep. The Nomad Lake Como palette. The brand actually sent me this, not as PR, just with my order. Very grateful because they know I love blues, and this gets to stay. Haven't even tried it yet, unfortunately. The VE Cosmetics Blood Moon. My friend sent me this because I said I wanted to try the brand. There's a few more in these piles because, like I said, I wanted to try the brand, and she had a few that she wasn't using, so haven't tried them yet, so these get to stay for now. The Oden's Eye Christmas Eve and Merry Christmas palettes. These are brand new to my collection, not even used them, still got the plastic attached. These get to stay. So I love Oden's Eye. I don't even use them yet, for one thing. And look at that packaging, it's just so pretty. This is the Merry Christmas palette. That plastic will be getting removed when I go to use them. Now the High Tide palette by ColourPop. If I can find my Evil Mermaid palette, I want to compare them. I think it's over here. Yes, this is the Evil Mermaid by Clarity versus the Rude High Tide from ColourPop. Both teal. This one has better shimmers. Do I need both? No. Clarity gets to stay. I think High Tide's going to go, which I'm surprised about, if I'm honest, because I didn't think I would get rid of any teal palette ever, but I don't even have anywhere to put my decluttered pile. My desk is that full. So yeah, you get to stay. The Night Before Christmas by ColourPop. As Batty Bean always says, it is a emo kid's dream palette, and I love the packaging. Here's what she looks like, and she gets to stay. She, he, I don't know. They, pronouns, don't know. The Lush Life palette by ColourPop. And I actually bought this from Missa. I haven't actually used it, so I can go. I think I just had FOMO. The Do Not Disturb palette from BH Cosmetics. I still haven't used it, but it can stay. Don't judge me. Next pile. We have the Blue Moon by ColourPop. I bought this because Angie was saying how good it is, but I feel like I have these tones in the Midnight palette, so this can go. Batty Bean and Shroud. It does annoy me that they just put a sticker over the top, but I also get why. Here's the original. Here is the new. These both get to stay because I love Batty Bean. And I also love those colour stories. And I'm going to put them in the wrong pile. This is the KVD Edge of Reality. I never reach for this, and you can probably guess why. It has some fun shimmers in it, but you can go. Juvia's Nubian Royal. It's a fun little purple palette. I haven't actually used it yet. I won this in a competition in Kylie's Patreon, Sparkle with Kylie, if you want to check her out. She is wonderful. And I'm going to keep it just for the fact that I won it, and yeah, it's nice purples. I've got the Sample Beauty Hydrographic palette. I have surprisingly never used this, which when you see the colour, look at the colour story, surprises me, so I think this can stay around a little bit longer. BH Sub-Zero and Absinthe palettes. These can go because I have similar elsewhere. Let's do these because these are right in front of me. We have the Kaleidos Futurism 5 Electro Turquoise, which I hate getting into, and I also hate this thing. I hate it because I never know which way it goes. It is very pretty, but it also reminds me of this one. These are very similar. But I love Oden's Eye, so that gets to stay, and this was a gift, so this also gets to stay, plus that blue looks a lot of fun. I just hate this, because I don't know which way it's meant to go. I find this packaging really hard to get into also. I'm going to put this one back in its sleeve. And that's me, the rhyme and reason between what gets the sleeve and what doesn't, don't know. It's just the way my brain works. I never said it made sense. Melt, she is in parties. looks like this. It's actually really nice, like burgundy movie colour story. I've not reached for it a ton, but I also don't think I have these colours anywhere else in my collection. I could be wrong later down the line, but it gets to stay for now. We have the Kaleidos Futurism 3 Astro Pink. It looks like this on my own screen. Can't tell because my display's decided to give up on me. These two nudes, meh, but these two with a very sparkly black, she can stay. I feel like I need more room already in my keep pile. I feel like it's a bit precarious because it's got tiny ones at the bottom. Did not think this through. Melt Gemini, again, don't know why it's got a box, but it does. Here's what she looks like. This one gets to stay. Again, it was a gift. I love these greens. This black is really good. It gets to stay. I don't know if the box does, because none of my other melt have boxes, I don't think. Oh, my Vida and Myrte do. I'll put it back for now. Okay, we have the Vida and Muerte. This is the original. This is the re-release. And you will see what annoys the hell out of me with these. The magnets don't quite line up. Like, it literally won't let me. And this one has no lip on it, and this one has a lip on it. But either way, they both get to stay. I was searching for the Muerte for so long, and then they re-released it. So they have to pay the ridiculous price gouging price that some people were trying to charge. And the Vida I bought second hand. Yeah, they both get to stay. See, the boxes line up. Although there is different grammage in them both. I don't know if you can see. Here, the Muerte has 17.73 and 0.625 ounces. Vida has 16.29 grams and 0.574 ounces. Don't know why, but they get to stay. As in, I don't know why they have different ounces, but they do get to stay. Not I don't know why they're staying. You know what I mean. HBT Tropical Vibes, beautiful palette, gets to absolutely stay. I'm running out of room. Send help. Nomad Paradise Islands absolutely gets to stay. One of my favourites from the brand. This colour especially I love. Surprise, surprise. Let me reshuffle a few of these things because these are very precarious right now. Okay, we have a bit more room now. So we have the Ted Baker eyeshadow palette, the mini blusher. Okay, blusher and bronze duo. As you can see, very well used. But I haven't actually tried it, so this should have been in my other video. I know. They're quite nice actually. I can stay. Not that I have anywhere to clean my fingers off on right now. So I am organised. Which you can tell by the chaos noises in the background. Natasha Denona Mini Metropolis. This is the only Natasha that I have that doesn't have his box because I bought it second hand, but it gets to stay because I decluttered my actual Metropolis because it was just too neutral heavy for me, but I really like this green. Technic Matte Eyeshadow. I bought this because Nissa kept going on about it and I don't love it that much, so it can go. Natasha Denona Mini Love Palette. It looks like this. I don't think I've even used this yet, but she stays. I really like the mini palettes from Natasha, as we can see. The mini Zendo, I decluttered my MIDI Zendo off screen because my friend wanted them and I was sending her a parcel anyway, and he gets to stay. I should be concerned that parcel hasn't moved since the 8th of December and I'm filming this on the 18th. This is the mini Xenon. This, I prefer this over the Technic. Like, similar vibes, way better quality. I know this is more expensive, but you also get an amazing silver in it and much better packaging, and yeah. And then we have finally the mini Tropic, which I only actually ever swatched, but it can stay. Don't judge me. Then we have the Zoeva Sweet Glamour palette. Far too neutral for me. She can go. We have the Nomad America's Parks palette. It looks like this. I have heard on the grapevine that this is getting discontinued next year, so if you want it, run. Nomad is a brand that I tried this year and I love. I mean, look how fun that is. It's like brown base with pink. I don't even like browns very much. But yeah, this gets to stay. Why am I swatching? Then we have, I think this is my actual favourite. I don't know, I love all my Nomad. Because I'm just like thinking, oh, but I've got the Whistler, but then I've also got the Paradise Islands, and I have more. This is the Monteverde Cloud Forest. I keep the sleeve and I'll show you in a second. This is what she looks like. I have a video on this with the wonderful Kerry, and obviously staying. I don't think if I ever get rid of any of my Nomad, it is a cry for help, because I have been kidnapped and being held against my will. Yeah, I just love the way that the sleeve picks out the animals. A-plus packaging. Next pile. Go through this a bit faster than I thought, actually, which I like. We have the Witching Hour by Was Alien, now Unearthly Cosmetics. She looks like this. I'm really undecided about this. It's just not as good as some of my other palettes. I know they have one or two inconsistencies with their formula. Because like I love this, and this. This one is a matte with shimmer, so why bother? And these two shimmer, like, I just find the Unearthly shimmers just don't do it for me. I don't know, they're just a bit like, they're okay. These can go in a maybe pile, I think. Kerry, don't kill me. Like, I mean, these... Like, this one's fun. This one's, lack of a better word, crap. And like I said, this just... The minute you buff that in, all the shimmer disappears. They can go in a maybe pile. I know, who am I? Then we have Melt Amori Mariposas. This has had a fair few criticisms. It does remind me of the Muerte. I think they were trying to do the Muerte without actually like doing the Muerte. Like you've got the dark reds, turquoisey blues, and then you've got a few neutrals. This orange though is very special. Was this my first Melt palette or was it the She's in Parties? I can't remember. Also excuse the state of my hand. I've just finished my lipstick declutter filming. But yeah, I enjoy this, so it can stay, but it's not the best I've ever done. The Blend Bunny Surge palette. These shimmers aren't amazing. She has since redone these, but everything else in here I love, especially like this shade and this shade. I like the fact we've got neons and pastels, so she can stay. Then we have the blend, nearly falling over, the blends, again, all matte palette. I wish there was a true yellow here. We've either got like a neon yellow or a very orangey yellow. Excuse you, Logan. Don't know if you even heard that, but just in case. Now this looks shiny, that's only because I've used it with a shimmer in the past. It's not actually shiny. But I do love this palette, so it can stay. I've got another Blend Bunny somewhere in this pile. Then we have Give Me Glow, Bad Witch Club. I can't get into. I love this palette. I really do. Again, the shimmers aren't anything to write home about. They are just your standard shimmers. However, the mattes in this, stunning. Why am I swatching all of a sudden? Why am I doing this? Like, why? And we have the Passion in Paris. I don't think I've actually ever, no, I've never actually used this. I bought this again after Angie was saying how good it was, and the colour story is really nice, and Paris has a lot of wonderful memories for me, so it can stay. And how long has that bobble been there? Annoyed you? Okay, we've got some Oden's Eye coming up. We have the Norns, which looks like this. These shimmers down the bottom are very pretty, but this is a colour story that I really struggle with, and I don't know why. Other people love it, and I get that, it is very pretty, and I don't know why. I struggle. I really don't, but... Hello. You can stay for now. I don't think I'm ready to part with Oden's Eye palettes just yet. We have the Alva 2. This beautiful pastel-y dream. It does have 2 glitters in it, which we don't love, and they've obviously stopped doing it since. But yeah, I think this is the first palette from the brand that got me into the brand, and it can stay. And look at that packaging. Beauty Bay. Like I said, these piles were just all over the place. We have the Nude, and we have the Fiery. I'm going to get rid of these two. I bought them when I started my new job thinking, I'll do makeup for work, and it just doesn't happen. And if I am going to do makeup, it's probably just going to be an eyeliner, so they can go. Because I have nudes elsewhere that I prefer. And you'll see that coming up. We have the Beauty Bay Pastels. Not going anywhere, it's such a good companion palette. It can stay. We have the Beauty Bay Berries palette. This is the 16 pan. And this one can go because I have the bigger one. Then we have the Creeps and Crawls from Glamlight. again, this can stay. It's such a lovely palette, although I hate the price of shipping. But yeah, and also the customer service for some other people, not me, so obviously not my story to tell, but hasn't been the best. We have the Oden Eye and Fancy Face Hummingbird palette. I do hate the feel of these, but such a gorgeous colour story. It can stay. The only collab palette that I don't have from Oden Eye is the Judy one, and if you've seen the palette, you know why. Not my kind of thing. This is the Gone On Girls Radioactive palette, which a lovely friend sent to me, along with the Galactic Gourmand, another all shimmer. I don't know if I can quite capture these shifts on camera, but it's very pretty and it gets to stay. This is the V Cosmetics that I was talking about that I haven't really tried yet. We have a grey neutral. We have, that's the shadow palette by the way. We have the Cosmic Witch, which is what it looks like. I don't know why I'm keeping the plastic, I don't normally do that, but we shall for now. We have the Book of Shadows. I'm going to actually get rid of the sleeve on that one because that packaging is way nicer. Looks like this. And I think that's all the V Cosmetics now, I think. But yeah, like I said, haven't really played with these yet, so they get to stay until I have made my mind up about them. Let's move these out of the way. Blend Bunny Dollhouse, this is the neutral palette that I prefer. It's got different tones, pastels, shimmers, all that can stay. Then we have the Me, Myself and Mitchell palette with this annoying mirror in the middle. I'm still unsure on this one. I might keep it for now. You can go and make it back. And then we have this palette pile here that it's actually quite heavy because it's peelies. We have the BH Trendy in Tokyo. It's just the mini rainbow palette. It's actually got really good yellow in it. This orange is really different. So yeah, she can stay. We have the Nomad Whistler palette. This was the first Nomad palette that I tried, and it's beautiful. Like you can go. This is what I wore on my birthday. Not like it was a special birthday, but I went out for a meal with the family. It's got your reds. It's got browns, blues, greens. Got some fun toppery colours. This is like a fuchsia lavender with a blue base. It's just beautiful. Then we have the Hudson Valley. This is their not most recent, but the most recent one that I have because I didn't buy the Santa's Village. This is another neutral palette that I prefer. I know it's got like reds, yellows and oranges in there, but it is very neutral heavy as well. You've got warm neutrals, cool neutrals, greens. Only 3 shims, but I have shims elsewhere if I wanted to pull in. This is a beautiful palette. Now we have this thing, which is the most ridiculous packaging I think I've ever seen. You actually have to turn the key to unlock the padlock and open it, and then when you do open it, eventually it lights up. I know P. Louise is known for her extra packaging, but this is just on another level. So you've got warm tones, pinky bubbles, we have greens, blues and yellows. I haven't even used this yet. So we can stay. If I can close the lock. I've almost lost this lock already. And that would have been sad because then this would have been flopping about. But yeah. Ridiculous, chunky, looks like a book. It can stay for now. Then we have the Kaleidos and Club Nebula with Angelica Nyqvist. I love Angie. She has another collab coming later in this video. Here's what she looks like. I love this palette. I do. I wish Kaleidos would do more. This size palettes doesn't even have to be in this packaging, although it is fun. Just more bigger palettes, no more quads. Yeah, we don't want any more quads. I don't know how many YouTubers actually have to say that before they pay attention. Then we have the Natasha Denona Circle Local palette. This is the only big palette that I have left from Natasha. This was a birthday present of my wonderful friend, and I know people hated how jumbled it was. I know Angie has swatched it in Colour Family, but I love this palette. You have to pry it out of my cold, dead hands. Again, Natasha gets to keep her boxes most of the time. 2 more P. Louise coming. Which take up so much room. We have the Watch the Queen Conquer, which is one side like this. One side like this. This ridiculous chessboard in the middle. I get it, theming, etc, etc. Hate their packaging. No one needs to be this thick. That is thick with 2 C's. But I do love the quality and the colour stories. And also, ridiculous packaging. Thick with 2 C's. The Worldy palette, which is hard to get into. I have actually dropped, like, this is slammed on my thumb before, which is lots of fun. I really like this, but do I need it if I have this? Let's compare. Oh, I've got to open the ridiculous thing again. 1 second. Do we need them both? I don't know. This one, the Worldy's got more teals in it, and it's got a proper bright orangey yellow. Let's see. One thing I will say about this unlock, whatever it is, it does have mirrors on both sides. I don't know. Oh, what's the... I was about to say I lost the padlock. Let's not close the Worldy on that because that will smash the mirror, and we don't want glass in our eyeshadow. I think the Worldy can go in the maybe pile. And then almost second to last pile, kind of. One of them's fallen over, so it looks like 2 piles. We have this ColourPop trio, which look pretty banged up right now actually. I don't know. Rude. I have these colours elsewhere. They can go. I just realised I've not decluttered anything in a while. This has fallen over. This can go. This was for my Full Face of Essence video. It can go. BH Boobligum. I know I have blues elsewhere, but I don't think I have a shimmer quite like that anywhere. I might put that in maybe and then compare it to the Midnight Certify Affinity 2 palette. That's actually a really nice grungy colour. It's got this weird, oh, like transparent-y colour, I don't know. And maybe pile Tropical Wonders. Those who know me who are really unshocked by the fact I have another rainbow palette. I think I'm actually saved in my friend's phone as a rainbow palette, but she is saved in mine as Enabler, so it's fair. This Fruit Dove shade is really unusual. In the maybe pile. The Moonspell Volume 1. I love this packaging. I just never reach for it. Although I hate the inside of the packaging when trying to show it on camera. She can go. Fruit by Filling by You Can Be. I think this was the second video that I ever did. Maybe. Although now I am questioning where the hell my plush palette is. I think that was the first video. It's fun when I use it. Sample Beauty Painters palette. Rainbow palette, shocking. He's doing the maybe pile. Valhalla 2 from Juvia's Place does have some glitters in there, but it also has a duochrome up here in the corner. I just never reach for this, which is shocking because it's very blue. No, can go. Kaleidoscopic Dreams palette by Tiffany, aka Illuminati, by Makeup Obsession. I love Tiffany on Glow Up, and here's what she looks like. This shade is very, very crumbly. I just never use it because I have all the rainbow palettes I prefer. I think we might be on the last pile, maybe? I think. Is there some elsewhere that I'm missing? Yes, there is. There's some that I'm missing. Please hold. Okie doke. Now I actually have everything. We have Logan trying to sit on my knee while I'm trying to film. That's helpful. We have Ted Baker. Eyeshadow Trio palette. It's not my colour story. I can go. We have the Utopia by Beauty Bay. Neons. I haven't really been reaching for this since I got the Surge, but it also has tones that the Surge doesn't have, so we can stay. You can go on the small palette pile. I feel like I've been talking for hours. Okay, we have the Beauty Bay Disney box set. That was an awful noise. The amount of packaging on this. We have a sleeve, then we have a box, then we have a sleeve, then we have the palette. Do I need to keep the sleeves? Probably not. Do I anyway? Yes. Like I said, sleeve, palette. The only one that I didn't love was Dumbo because the colour story, I know, it's from the movie, blah blah blah, just didn't grab me, but I do love Beauty Bay's quality, and I don't think I've seen these tones especially anywhere else, and it's compact and it can stay. Do I get rid of the sleeves? Yes, we do. So they can stay. You can go also, I don't need you. Like I said, there's no rhyme or reason to what sleeves I keep and what sleeves I don't, apparently. But hey. Then we have Carnival palette from Clarity. My wonderful friend sent me this. I haven't actually used it yet because that palette, that shade came all goopy is the best way that I can describe it, but it's beautiful. It gets to stay. And apparently so does its sleeve. Don't know why. The Plush palette from Sample Beauty was the first video, I think, on my YouTube ever. It's fun, but now I have the Muerte. Do I ever use it? No. The Flare palette by Ace Beauté. They always do such a good job with the packaging. It's a rainbow palette with a twist, like there's some funky colours in here. Like you've got a proper lime green and a murky yellow, a slightly different red and purple. So she gets to stay. It is the old formula, but that's fine with me. We have the Beauty Bay Wilderness palette. I don't think I'm going to get rid of any of these 20 pans. This had such a hype. I don't understand why. I know people hated this red. Oh, was it this red? I get it. This yellow, I don't know if you can see the dent in it. I love that yellow. I get to stay. Let me just move this pile a little bit so I have some room. That maybe pile is really taking up the most room because it's peely, so of course it does. We have the Sunset Horizons. As you can tell, mine has been used and abused by the sheer amount of colours on the outside. I love this palette. Again, it has some really fun different shades in here, like I know it has two yellows, but these are very different yellows. It's got a dark orange, a light orange. It's just a lot of fun. When I'm putting that on top of the pile, I'll put it on a new pile. Book of Magic. This is another one that people were clamouring to get their hands on, and I completely get it. I managed to somehow find it after it was discontinued, and she's staying. Age of Opulence. Hate the packaging. I hate it. But the colour story is a lot of fun. I love these kind of magenta-y tones. It's got a nice dark colour to deepen it up with. It does stain, but that's fine. With the Sample Beauty Equalizer Volume 2. My friend sent me this after she decluttered and I haven't actually used it. And I feel really guilty for saying that after she sent it to me. But I think someone else might get some fun out of that one. I don't know if you heard that bang, but everything's falling over. Then we have the Sol Mana 2 from Oden's Eye. This is the only Oden's Eye, I think, that doesn't have its sleeve because that sleeve was so tightly sealed around it. Like, I think, I don't even know how they did it, that I had to actually cut it off because I couldn't even get into the palette. Again, it does give me Sunset Horizons vibes, but different kind of tones, and I love Oden's Eye, so. We have the Saga of Freya, the double-sided palette. Like, see how smoothly that sleeve came off? Not a chance with the Solmane. Solmona. I don't know. I don't speak Swedish, okay. There's one side, and here's the other side. And although it looks very similar to the Cat's Breath palette that I showed you earlier, It's got some different colours in it, like this is much deeper. This is a completely different shade of green, if I remember correctly. Either way, we're keeping it. I love the fact that they did it like a book also. Let's get into the last pile. Giant Wolves by Oden's Eye and Annette from Annette's Makeup Corner. Obviously going to stay. One of my all-time favourites. It is one of the best blacks. I don't know if you can even see that dent, but this Eternal shade, oh my god, I adore it. I don't know if it's coming up on camera just how pretty it is. Like, oh, stunning. Absolutely stunning. I think that's another one you have to pry off with my cold dead hands. Same with this one. This is the other collab by Angelica Nyqvist. This time with Oden's Eye. I love the fact that it's in black and white on this and then in colour on this. This is the Hella palette. All of the collabs have since been discontinued, but they did restock at least once for both, I think. I don't remember. Again, Oden's Eye just make fun shimmers, and mine came broken. My Goddess shade. Didn't love the way the brand responded, but I do still love the brand, so it's not a deal breaker for me. Glid Me Glow Teal Nightlife palette. Why do I have it upside down? That took me a minute. Here's what she looks like. Again, I love this palette. The shimmers. These are the Give Me Glow shimmers that I adore. Much more than the Bad Witch Club palette, but this is a single. This is palette of singles, so maybe that's why. Maybe they have a different pressing thing. I have no idea. But either way, this one we love and gets to stay. The ColourPop and Fade Into Hue. I feel like I've given ColourPop a bit of a beating this video. It has pastels and glitters and shimmers, but I never reach for the glitters anymore. Like that Lucky Charm one is nice, but I never use it. It does have a really good yellow, but I have good yellows also elsewhere. I think I can let this one go. Now we have the Midnight palette from Beauty Bay. This ginormous thing here. I wanted to compare it to the Bubblegum. Are we on screen? Yes. Moved my phone way over there when I was getting my piles out. Let's have a look. Ignore that bit, but I don't think I have a similar shimmer to that anywhere. No. Bubblegum can stay. Again, why do I have the sleeve? Why? I don't know. The sleeve can go. The palette can stay. I'm running out of places on my hand to smudge things. See what I mean? It's just such a fun shimmer. It's like black with a... Do I have that in the Hella palette actually? Let me see. I'm sure she has like a black with like a different base. No, that's just a pure black. Yeah, no. Bubblegum can stay. I need something to clean my hands on. Because, quite staining. Yeah, Midnight can also stay. It is such a good palette. Then we have the Beauty Bay and Jade. I love this packaging. However, I hate the way the inside is laid out. hid it. I think I've only used this maybe once. Someone else might enjoy this. We have the Earthy. What did I want to compare to the Earthy? Anything? I think it was the Affinity 2. Let's not blind you all with my lights. I think the Affinity 2 can go very similar to Earthy, and Earthy can stay. Then we have the big berries, like I said. This is why the midi berries disappeared. The didn't release this one with these two for some reason. Don't know why. They only released the midi, which is why that's the one that I bought. It's very monochromatic, as most of them are, but it can stay. Bright mattes, one of my faves. I absolutely love this palette, as you can tell by the fact that there are no, there's a B left that you can even see. But yeah, I love this palette, it can stay. I might be getting cancelled for this, but I think I'm going to declutter my carnivals because I don't reach for them. The quality isn't as good as some other stuff in my collection, and I feel like I can replace this one with the Wilderness and Earthy and everything else so they can go. I think I'm about to get cancelled. And then finally, the last palette, other than obviously my Z palette, which I can show you, but nothing is disappearing off there. This is the Extravaganza, and I never reach for it because I have other rainbow palettes that I prefer, so she gone. And then I know I missed this one off my actual palette collection video because it fell and I was heartbroken and I just couldn't bring myself to film it. So here's what she looks like. Big mix of brands, and my friend sent me a bunch from Titmouse and Romy put this note in, which I thought was adorable, saying somebody loves you, and it is staying because I'm sentimental AF. And look at this one from Give Me Glow, Dragon's Blood. Oh my god, it's so wet feeling and smooth and beautiful. And then, so look, where's Witch Head is one of my faves. I'm running out of room. And then where's Nemesis? That's Moontide. Like I said, I've got so many different brands in here. We've got Clarity, we've got Give Me Glow, we've got Pastel Roses, Titmouse. We have a new brand called Pretties for Your Face that do a really fun, like olivey green. Like, that's really fun. I've got Terra Moons in here, I've got Shroud, which are these four down here, and then I've got some Shroud Shimmer. Yeah, that's Titmouse, is that? That's Shroud. We've got more Titmouse. Honestly, the Titmouse ones, so underrated, please go and check them out. She's got loose ones also that you guys need to go and see. So yeah, this is my singles collection. I've got a 10p in here in case I need to repress any after the absolute nightmare that was last time. And yeah, this is my singles. None of them are going anywhere. You can see, I don't know if you can see from the state of this mirror what happened last time. This Xenon, also from Give Me Glow, is just running out of room. Look at it. Look at it. Anyway, and that is it for my... No, it's not it for my declutter because I need to work out my maybes. Let's move these out of the way. We'll bring the maybes back in. Yeah, so from Mitchell, I have other rainbows that I prefer. So that one can go. Oh, I'm really torn on these two. Witching Hour. I might see if someone else wants them. They're fun, but I think I also now have these tones elsewhere, so they can go. Sample Beauty can go because I have, again, other rainbows I prefer. Same with Tropical Wonders. Worldy. I really don't know. Let's move that out. Okay. I think I can let this one go. I think I have these shades elsewhere. That can go. That's going to be a pain in the ass to post to anyone, but they can go. Now let's get my totals. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tell you what, let me move all the ones I'm keeping first, and then we'll count the declutter. So we've decluttered 34, which I don't think is bad. Now let's see how many we have kept. I forgot this one, 35. Okie doke, so keeping, we have 71. So we've got rid of about a third. That's not bad actually. I think that's right. I'm not sure if I counted this one twice. Because it fell off the pile. Because these big ones decided to knock my camera over. Don't know if you saw that bit. And everything went everywhere. So that's it for my declutters. I'm going to go and wash all this off. Put all these back on my shelves, which I'm not looking forward to. Obviously in my count I'm not including my big Z palette because it's not technically a palette, I guess. But also it's just single, so it doesn't count. Anyway, that's it from me, and back to hopefully an alright looking Heather. So that is my final declutter done and dusted. Let me know what you guys think. I think I got rid of about a third if I'm remembering correctly, which I'm quite impressed about. I was also shocked with how many I actually had. But yeah, like I said at the beginning, let me know if you are surprised by any of my choices, and please feel free to like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!